Okay, so I am back from camp, finally back to doing my meal prep like I like to do. And so what I'm doing right now, because I get up early and I go to the gym, so what I do is I take, basically it's like my smoothie mix, and I'll add it to my yogurt, and I'll often have granola with it. Now tomorrow I'm going to do this, but I've got an e-challenge in one of my groups, so I'm going to have some kiwis a couple of times, so I can make sure I get my e-meals in. And so this I just add to pre-flavored yogurt, or I make my own yogurt with non-fat Greek yogurt, and then I'll add stevia or whatever to it, and then some frozen fruit, and then I'll add this to it. So for our lunches, I've got 6 prepped, I think, for now. And so this is what I have. Where's it? There it is. All right. So this is the meat. I've had people ask me what meat I use, and this is it. It's found in the sausage section. It is, you can get it unsliced or pre-sliced. I did a whole lot of prep today, so I got sliced. I'm not sure what the cost difference is. I should probably pay attention to that. So I've got the sausage, smoked Gouda, and I found some of my crackers in my pantry, the THM crackers. And then I've got a cucumber from my friend's garden and some tomatoes from my garden, ranch. And then my little sweet treat is I've got 4 squares of Lily's chocolates. I find, for me personally, once I really got onto THM, I did not need a bunch of sweets. Just a little bit satisfies me. So I know, like, for some people, they can eat the whole bar. I don't eat the whole bar. And these lunches are really they're not low calorie at all. I think because of the sausage. And I believe this sausage says that it makes, I have my glasses on. Whatever it says for the serving size, I make 1 less. So if it says 5, I make 4. If it says 6, I make 5. Because that's not a whole lot of sausage, especially for my husband. It's not much. So, and like I said, I've sent another video that I don't think he eats enough sometimes. So I need to make sure he has plenty with him. And then this week, right now, he's got cauliflower for his veggie because he does not like tomatoes or cucumbers. And then sometimes he gets Lily's. I've done the JoJo's peanut butter chocolate. That's a good one as well. And then this one's mine. It's pickles and pickled okra, and I will eat that with my meal. And if I have some left over, I can eat it with my snack. And then he's got his bags of pickles prepped for 2 days. And then one of my snacks is going to be the Popcorners chips and my holy guacamole, and then some, this is called jerky. I have no idea what happened to my brain. And some jerky. So this will be one of my snacks. He will have jerky, cheese sticks, and some little cuties or mandarins, depending on what my store has. I think I have both right now for him. And then, so this week for dinner, I'm not having a crock pot recipe for Monday, which is typically what I do, because sometimes we're gone, sometimes I'm gone from 2 to 6. It's just such a long day. So we'll see how Monday goes. So my plan for Monday is going to be chicken piccata. My brain just totally lost it. And so what I've done is I prepped my chicken. It's in a bag. I've already sliced it. I haven't pounded it. I'm not sure if I'm going to pound it. I've got my seasonings in here. Where's my almond flour? I have no idea. I have almond flour somewhere for this. My capers, my lemons, my garlic, my butter, my heavy cream, and chicken broth are already in here. So I'm just going to stick these in the fridge just like this together, probably in this front fridge. And then when I get home, I can make it, or it'll be very, very easy for my son to make it, because all you have to do is season your chicken, coat it in the almond flour, brown it a few minutes on each side, take it out. It's going to be so easy. He can do it if I need him to. The smoked Gouda I bought from Costco, and we've been eating on it for a little bit, and the rest of his lunches for the week have the smoked Gouda, and it's also going to be included in one of my recipes this week. And this, I believe, is a crossover. 99% sure I haven't double checked, but that's okay. The snack itself, I think, is actually going to be a low calorie snack, even if it is a crossover. Okay. This is my recipe for Mexican meatballs. So I've got a pound of frozen ground beef, a package of chorizo, an egg, my seasoning, salt, pepper, cumin, garlic powder, maybe some garlic powder in there, some almond flour, and I love this cheese. It's quesadilla cheese. This is such a great melting cheese. I have made a pollo con queso with this. It is so good. Now with this, I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna have because this is like an idea that came to me. My husband made some fresh salsa this week from the tomatoes and peppers from my garden, and he makes a salsa very different than what I have ever had. And then we have a friend who's Hispanic, and we went to a party and he made his queso, his salsa the same way. So I guess it's not as uncommon as I thought. But I've got two Mexican recipes this week. I just can't get enough. I had Mexican for lunch. So we'll have the salsa we'll be able to have with both of our recipes, our meals, dinners, whatever the word is. Okay, this is, oh, here it is. It's right here. So I've got a roast. As you can see, it's got a yellow tag, so I got it on sale. Oh, I'm also going to use some of my adobe peppers. What is adobe? We'll say chipotle peppers. How about that? These aren't really that spicy, especially when you have a big meal. But if you don't want the heat, I would just use one pepper and then some of the sauce. But basically, a chipotle pepper is like a smoked jalapeno, so it has great flavor. This is such an easy recipe. So my dad is back in the hospital, and so I've got to take my stepmom to an appointment this week. So I'm probably going to have my son make this for us on Tuesday, for Taco Tuesday. So I've got my onion, my seasonings, my bay leaves, and the roast. And all that has to be done is you throw everything in there, a few peppers, some of the sauce, chop the onion, and then I blend the sauce when I get home. I just dropped my lid. Okay. Oh, this recipe I'm so excited for. All right. All right, so this is going to be bacon wrapped chicken breast. I'm super excited about it. Got a lot in here. So I've got the rest of the Gouda that I had left. What I'm going to do is I'm going to butterfly the chicken breasts, and I may need to pound them just a little bit to see. I'm not really sure. I'll have to look and see. And then I'm going to fill it with a little smoked Gouda, a little cream cheese, and my spinach. And if this is your first video you see me put a bag of this in here, I do a little hole and I squish all the air out that I can because it'll just take up way too much room in here. And then stuff it in the chicken, and then I'm going to wrap the chicken in the bacon. That sounds so good to me. I am super excited. And then finally, my last one is one I've made before, but it's one that my pictures with the update and everything, I couldn't get it on the blog, blah, blah, blah. So I'm making it again. So what it is I took, which I've shown y'all before how I do it, I took a pork loin, the big long one. Costco and Sam's will have those on sale a lot. And then I'll make pork chops with it, and then I'll save some of the ends for pork roast. So what I'm going to do, and if you also, I can start talking so fast. I'm so sorry. I truly am a Texan, but I just start going and I can't slow down. All the meat that I put in here, except for my chicken and the chorizo, is frozen. So like if we don't have this till Friday or even Saturday, depending on how our week goes, this is solid frozen from my deep freeze rice. So it's not going to be sitting in my fridge fresh from the store for a week waiting to be cooked. So what I will do is I will cut this into cubes, brown it up. That's the Parmesan. Where's my seasonings? Maybe I don't have the seasonings for this one? Okay, if I don't, I'll need to fix that. Okay, so it's just going to be my typical seasonings, salt, pepper, a little smoked paprika. I've got the garlic, the onion, the Parmesan, the butter. I have heavy cream and almond milk for this one. That one has a chicken. And then my mushrooms. And I'm just going to brown these up, let it cook for a little bit, and that's it. Now, I know this seems, for some people, I've had a couple of people watch and say they could never do this. I promise you, you can, and you just have to do it. You just have to get your feet wet. Like, this is pre-prep from another day. This is not all from today. Some of this does take time, but it saves so much time in the end because I was able to get all my spices out, use all my spices at once, and then put them up. So when I make this, especially if it's a dump and go crock pot recipe, one day my daughter was over. I don't know what we had done. We were getting ready for something, and I was like, just give me a second, let me get dinner going. I took my tote, I threw everything in, I set it, and I walked away. I had dinner in the crock pot in a minute. And it doesn't take that much extra time for me to do this. I do like to try to do this on a Friday instead of a Sunday, especially on a Father's Day, but I don't know if you can see him, but he's sleeping right now. But it just takes, if you can get a rhythm going, the hardest part is when I've been gone and I have to come back. That is when I struggle with getting back at my meal planning, my meal prepping. But once I get back at it, then I can throw in sippers here or there, or I can do, bag up my chips whenever I have a couple minutes in the kitchen, chop up my cheese for the adult Lunchables. So you don't have to do it all at once. It does take a little extra time if you are doing it all at once. Anyway, that's all. I hope you're having a great weekend, and I hope everybody's able to celebrate their father. My poor dad is in the hospital again. He was in the hospital with his cancer stuff for his birthday, and now he's in there for Father's Day. And there's so many rules in the oncology ward, which I'm not saying they're bad. I'm sure they are very justified. Anyway, I will download this and upload this to YouTube. Thanks for watching, and if you have thoughts or questions, feel free to send me messages if you have already, and I'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks.